What are packets? Packets are blocks of data. Packets are used to send email, stream videos, watch your favorite TV show on Netflix, anything involved with sending data from one end to the other requires packets. And how they work is pretty interesting. Packets are, like we said, blocks of data. Files are too large to send through the network, so they're broken into small blocks, what we just learned are called packets. And these packets travel through the network. They are received by a server or a computer, and that computer reassembles those packets to form that file. Say I take a picture Say I take a picture of a sandwich I made, and I want my aunt to see that picture because it's a really nice sandwich. So what I do is upload that picture to my computer. I send that image to my aunt, but before that image is sent, it's broken into, remember, blocks of data, packets, right? Those packets travel through the network. My aunt's computer receives those packets, assembles those packets into the image, and is presented to her. And that may seem like it takes a while, but it happens almost at the speed of light. It's insane how fast it is. You're probably wondering, how come I can't just send that sandwich, that whole image, through the network as a whole to my aunt? It's hard. It's going to require a lot of. It's going to take up actually a lot of traffic in the network. It'll slow everything down. That sending that whole image, it'll just make everything slow on the network. So that's why scientists don't, or that's why the network uses packets to send data, because sending large files will slow down the network, causing traffic. Now, how do packets know where to go? How do you send a little tiny bit of data through the network on its own? How does it find its location or destination? They are given these instructions and built-in code, like their destination, source where they came from, and information regarding how to interact with routers. Okay. To give a demonstration on how packets work, imagine this as the network, right? And these two is what an email. Nah, it's too small, but just imagine this is an email I'm sending, right? And these are packets, and my two packets are traveling along the network, and these are from other computers that are sending data through the network for whatever type of reason, whether streaming or posting a picture, anything, right? So you see, we can have multiple packets fit inside one connection and shared and travel all the way to the other end. That's how packets work. It wasn't always like this, packets being used to connect computers. During the day of circuit switching, connections were, let's just say, networks had dedicated lines between two connections. Let's say I wanted to call my aunt, right? I call her, but before I can directly speak to her, I have to talk to an operator and tell him, hello, connect me to my aunt, if you know who she was. And then she would manually take that connection that I was calling from and connect it to my aunt's telephone line, and then we can talk. The bad thing about that is that line wasn't shared with other people or other telephone lines. You can see why packets replaced circuits. Packets were able to share lines, not just hog them for one purpose only. Other computers can use the same line connection to travel from one router to the other router, traveling faster and more efficiently. The pioneers of packet switching are Donald Davies and Paul Barron. They were the leaders in packet switching. Both these scientists helped contribute to the early internet and made it to what it is today.